All right, and welcome everybody back again to round two of Realm of Racing here. Tonight we're at Saudi Arabia. Pretty decent track underneath the lights. And here with me as always, my man Hunter. How we feeling this evening?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I don't love Jeddah. It's not my favorite track. But listen, we got a full grid again tonight. Got got most of our boys back that missed last week. Obviously, David coming back, filling in that AlphaTauri as he should be, joining the championship battle. He's going to have some work to do to catch up to old Slippery Cucumber, who, took a pretty dominant win last time out in Bahrain. But yeah, the McLaren boys are on 41 points. AlphaTauri's on 18, Aston's on 15. So, that's your top three. Slippery has 26, Tails has 18, and Canadian obviously with 15. So, pretty early on, obviously, these are going to get very mixy. I think a lot of these boys that are down in the second page, basically 11 through 20, they're going to get themselves on the score sheet here tonight, surely.
Oh yeah, no, it's still super early, and this race we've seen can produce. Who knows? A few safety cars could shake it up a little bit, though.
No, it's one of those tracks. The walls are so close, and the turns are so quick. One little mistake, one little jolt of oversteer. It can do you in. It can put you in the wall. It can give you wing damage. You can collect a few others. The track is so narrow. Look at this. Tito's already retired. I think he's had an incident going into somewhere. Not sure what happened,
J-Mick
actually.
also got disqualified for blocking the pit exit. It just showed up on the screen, so I'm not sure if that was a glitch or what, because that sounds very uncharacteristic. But I do see a piece of debris though riding on board with Tails on the back sector, just
Right,
laying in
I'm
the middle of the
watching
track.
Tails as well. I think Tails is on his fast lap, so he should be taking the innermost line here to the line, and he'll start things off with a 128.119. Power Up also getting on the board, but I think he's going to be hoping to obviously improve upon that lap. Let's see, we've got a Haas coming across the line, or is that... Okay, yeah. I'm not sure if these guys have finished up a lap or are starting laps. See, okay, Nat's starting a lap. Yeah, it looks like all those boys are starting a lap. But Slippery steals pole already, putting in a 127.7. He's getting off to the races already, 4/10 ahead of Tails.
Yeah, so it's off already breaking that sub 128 second barrier. Oh, and Nat spins around the corner, saves the car, does not hit the wall, but...
Yeah, Routine might have just set a purple middle sector. And we know, well, at least I know from doing the practice with him, he's using a low downforce setup. So, on those straights, he's going to be an absolute demon. I'm interested to see what he can do in qualifying. Only good enough for 8th.
Yeah, only 8th at the time being, which we've seen him in the past. He is one who, he doesn't agree with downforce. He is against downforce at all costs.
I think that's probably the best way to put it. Because I've never seen this man with over 20 points of downforce on this game. Put him on Hungary, doesn't care. He's still rocking 1-1. It doesn't matter. There's a Red Bull still.
Yeah, I think it's a
That's
Jor.
a Jor, yeah, it is. But he's getting back underway.
Get out the way, but a couple cars there I did see had to go, maybe hindered their lap potentially, but that is the problem with this track. It's so tight and blind corners. You're coming around full speed, and you're not sure if the car's necessarily in the racing line, obviously. But
a lot of boys going into the pits. Times are starting to flood in. The top 10 has been set so far, but obviously another 10 that have not been able to put in laps, 2 of which will not be able to put in laps for the remainder of qualifying. So
yeah, even early off though, the top 2 though separated not by that much, about 4/10 of a second roughly, but then behind them though at least a second back for the closest guy.
Right, the top 2, Slippery and Tails just kind of in another stratosphere right now. I'm watching K Money go at his first qualifying lap. And I mean, yeah, no, as you were saying, those two are just kind of on another level right now. TC, I mean, the closest one to him with a 129.1, like you said, is a second behind, basically. A second and a half behind Tails are Slippery as well. So,
See what happens still early in the session, but is that K Money with a purple middle sector though? So this lap could be on for something here.
right, except I saw Routine get a purple middle sector.
And then we seen how that turned out.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the
Oh, it has
maybe
a
the cap
tiny bit of a moment across that curb though.
Yeah, that curb is. You
Yeah, you
want
almost
to go over
flatten
it.
out.
Like you want to go over it because you know you can straighten out a
It's
lot
straight as path.
cleaner. But then you just get a snap of oversteer almost every time you touch it this year around. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's almost like it's cars bottoming out there or something. But he does go up in the P5.
Not a bad lap. 129.3 slides in just behind the ROR.
And it looks like Drax comes in right behind him after that. Or he's about to finish a lap, my apologies. Let's see what he does. No, he's going to go into the pits. So hard to tell sometimes these guys are.
Yeah, I think most of the guys have gotten their first wave of laps in. Good, Red Bull is up too. This is Ruby.
Another one happy to see back in the league. Ruby, who missed last week, happy to see him back. He goes into P6
Not
though.
bad. Not bad. Yeah, this is his debut race back in ROR. I think since season 2. I don't think he raced in season 3. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong with that. But I don't.
You could be correct. I don't think he finished maybe season 3 potentially. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But
and
either
we
way.
got David Chahoud is just sitting up against the wall there. So I don't. Oh, he's trying to find reverse. He finally finds reverse, but there's 3 or 4 cars behind him. So
yeah, he's got to get it backed up.
You're not allowed to reset the track on that. Oh, and he gets the rear. So it might have a tiny bit of damage there now. So yeah, he's probably gonna have to come in to pits.
Yeah, the ROR reigning champion struggling a little bit right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he got a little bit of damage. I'm really not.
It's tough to tell because you know sometimes you could barely tap it, it gives you crazy damage. Other times you hit it pretty decent, nothing shows up. So you never know with this game sometimes. Really. Which, if anything, he hit it. I think with the best part, he did hit it with the outside of the tire, right up against it, kind of straight on, not necessarily at an angle. Obviously, isn't real life, so the car's axles and stuff probably aren't as sensitive as in real life. But
I think Tails is about to. He's
so
very
we'll see
close
if
to
he
the
can
wall there.
get back on track here.
Yeah, he's taking a very narrow line. We'll see what he's able to put in. Improves, but it's not by much, and it's almost like you expect
and it's tough
Slippery
to get back once you spin there and you got a couple cars behind.
Slippery's also coming around the last corner as well. Canadian invalidated. Whoa.
Got lost.
Was he? Okay, maybe he was starting a lap. Well, yeah, maybe that was my fault. Maybe he was starting a lap. Which is weird how the AlphaTauri was there. I think that was David.
Here comes Bio, about to come across the line and finish a lap. Does not improve though.
Yeah, Bio struggling a little bit in these first few races. Hasn't really been able to put the pace together. But you just want to assume he's gonna get that pace under control here sooner rather than later. Yeah, Slippery hasn't validated, so he's not gonna be able to improve on this lap either. Probably trying to still give himself a delta because it looks like he is still pushing. completely avoids that corner or that curve altogether. The pits. He isn't validated. He won't be improving on that one either.
Yeah, I think my mic happens to be having a little bit of trouble. I'm not sure if he's still here or not.
I haven't noticed any issues with it. Yeah, so I can no longer hear Celestial, but I'm sure we'll get that all figured out here in a second. I can kind of hear him saying with his mic. I don't know what's going on though. But anyway, we're getting
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. You just can't hear me, I think. Not sure. Side of the track. David getting a little bit squirrely out of, man, this is such a difficult section to straighten out, but he also invalidates so many invalidations coming through in these final moments of qualifying. Down to 4 minutes left in the session. David will have to get back around or get back into the pits yet again as quickly as possible.
A different headset now. I don't know. Be working or not.
I mean, I can hear you, man. Yes, weird disqualifications it seems like going on. Looks like Bio also gets disqualified. There we go, yeah, I can hear you, man.
I don't know what happened, bro. Your voice, like I could hear you, you were cutting it. I think it's just my mic connection. Sorry about that, everybody.
Oh, no worries. But yeah, we're getting to the last minute of qualifying, like 2 or 3 minutes left, I think, if this yellow flag could go away, but not much has changed. Tails and Slippery are in the pits right now, and Canadians on a lap, but we will see. I think somebody else is coming across the line. That routine doesn't improve on that lap either.
Oh, Canadian bounces. Canadian invalidated, but he bounces off of the wall though, trying to hurry up and get another lap in. I don't know if he got damaged there or not.
Yeah, I didn't see. So he's going to probably try to get back around as soon as he can. Thunder's going on a hot lap right now. Like a lot of people trying to wait till the last minute. I think it's going to get pretty busy here now.
Yeah, still only got 2 times sub 128. Oh, a couple guys. Unsafe release out there in the pits.
Here comes Tolocarnia across the line. See if he can improve on his time. Does he gets into P4, but I mean he might have done his lap a little bit too early. Wesley's out there right now.
Got a retirement. I don't know if Nat was actually on track or not during that.
but he's going to be the first one to start his lap. Ruby seems satisfied with his P6 lap 129.140. He's going to retire there and take his talents into the race. See what he can do. Wesley getting along nicely in this first sector. Yes, very tight from Wesley. He's going to need to improve almost over a half second to try to take P4 back from Total Carney. It's weird because it actually almost looks like he's porpoising, but it's just, I think it's just laggy. Almost comes in contact with the wall, but luckily avoids it. This is the apex, maybe just slightly. Probably wouldn't affect him too much as long as he carried enough speed in. Canadian's gonna stay P3 for now, unless somebody like Wesley or Azure or K-Money can maybe just steal a spot off them. But no, Wesley stays Wesley stays 5th place with a 128.9. Mercedes, yeah, power up is invalidated. Drax gonna come across the line now. Currently in 11th, he's one of the subs for this week, or the only sub for this week for Bonhomme. Currently in Hawaii, wish you safe travels. He's gonna get up to P6 with a 121.1, not too shabby. Jor is invalidated. David coming across the line, I didn't get to see his lap. He's been struggling in this session. But he manages to still get into the top 5 with a 128.6. For anybody else, K-Money is invalidated. Tails could still maybe steal this off him. Does he think he's had enough? No, he's going to go into the pits. Do you hear me, Slush? I think that's gonna do it, yeah, unless he's healthy. No, that's obviously Wesley, so I think everybody is finished up. So the qualifying is gonna be Slippery with his second pole, I believe, of the season, I believe. Second in a row. Tails starting also on the front row with Slippery. Canadian in P3, Total Carney P4, David in P5, Wesley in P6, Drax in P7, Groovy in P8. Shore in P9, K-Money in P10, Gelfie P11, Thunder P12.
Dog, it's killing me tonight.
No worries. Power Up in P13, Blackball in P14, Nat Hammer in P15. And I mean, it wasn't, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't too action-packed of a qualifying session. Hopefully the race is a little bit better. Our front two guys really just, I mean, they invalidated once, and then I just don't think they decided to go out again. Feeling comfortable on the laps that they had obviously put in. They're about half a second ahead of anybody else. So, yeah, we're going to go to this race and see what happens. But yeah, Celestial, can you hear me now or no? Looking a little cloudy. Last one, Wesley, Anna. looking very cloudy for Jeddah. Yeah, not sure what's going on with Celestial. Waiting to see if his mic is working. Snap. Sorry, boys. We are trying to get this voice situation figured out. Okay. Do you hear me?
Bro, I can hear you now.
Okay. That's so weird. What the heck? Alright, I
Bro,
think
I
we're
don't
good.
know what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen again, but shit, if it do, it is what it is.
Frustrating me, bro, but at least, my bad, I'm sorry. I'm buying a new mic today, bro. I already ordered one.
I wonder why Wesley keeps leaving, or maybe keeps getting disconnected from the match or from the lobby, but
Interesting.
yeah, I think the main thing this race, I mean, I think it's gonna be huge for people to try to retain as much of their ERS as possible. I mean, looking at the tires, everybody is on mediums, Total Carney is on hards, and J-Mick is on softs. But other than that, 18 runners on the medium strategy to start with. And it's going to be interesting. Will Slippery try to go for a medium to soft again, or is he going to go for the kind of normal medium to hard that I'm thinking most of them will end up having to go with?
Yeah, we've seen them hards seem to last pretty decent, or seem to work pretty decent. They're obviously a little sketchy coming out the pits, but if you can bring them up to temperature and keep it on the track, you're normally in a decent position.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, we'll see if TC is able to keep it together off the start. We're going to start off on Tails, from Tails' point of view. He gets an okay start
by Tails. He's going to have an inside line here. Looks like he's going to take the lead down in the first. Slippery's going to have to concede, but he's got the inside back
Slippery
to
didn't want to give that up, and he decides to go over the curb, but somehow he's kept it. But we have a spin. We have a big collision.
David,
and that's going to take out multiple.
Oh, groovy. Black K-Money, J-Mick. Bunch of cars out of the race. Safety car already. Oh man.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's so hard. Once a car spins in the front, it's so hard. Everybody coming at speed.
That was just about as close you can get as to.
I couldn't even get the words out.
That was Leclerc and Checo all over again.
Oh man, here I'm about to watch this back again and see if I can get a view in the back.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have seen that. I was kind of watching from the front, and I saw the AlphaTauri of David. He was the first one that I saw starting to go around, and I saw him horizontal on the track. And after that, it was basically just who can avoid the bumper cars. And I mean, I'm wondering, does anybody have damage? Tito looks okay. Routine looks okay. Routine surprisingly getting through that. I think I saw Routine going through hell to get through that pack of cars. But yeah, we got a safety car, obviously.
Yeah, no, and it was a good start there. They were still 2x2. I think Tails finally took the advantage going back. Okay, it looks like It is Drax or David, but I think it's David who spins first initially coming out of that corner. Oh, and he collects the Red Bull, and then it's just carnage after that. Oh, Mercedes. Everybody just piles into the back.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate because, I mean, obviously that is 5 people out in about 2 seconds. Not a great look, but it is Jeddah. My ladies and gentlemen, it is Jeddah. I'm already getting tagged in the Discord chat. I do not want to look at that.
I don't want to either. I don't want to touch my phone.
I would imagine that
Mike's
there
working
are
right
some
now.
unhappy drivers.
Yeah, that was
But
wow. And you know, David, I don't know. That was interesting there. Like, I'm trying to think how he did he. I couldn't see if he got a tap on the rear because they were almost 3 wide there potentially. It's so hard to see. They were in the background because I was on board too with one of the front runners. It looked like, but
yeah,
it's
I mean,
a weird spot
I
to
bet
lose
Tails,
the car, kind of.
I bet Tails is happy that he went ahead and got that move done at the beginning. Obviously, he's going to be able to have this advantage of starting or backing up the pack and starting on his accord. And we do go back to green light racing. But obviously, for now.
So already some big winners there, though. Nat, Gelfie up 7 positions, Iowa up 8, Tundi up 6. You people are already up.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, and obviously it helps for some of the guys that started in the back. I can't really quite remember. I know Janik was starting in the back, and he obviously got collected. But somehow, you know, some of the other people that started in the back, like, yeah, Bio, who's up 8 positions, literally started P19 and he's in P11 now. I mean, he's gonna, I mean, that can only give you confidence, even if it's lucky. That can only give you confidence going forward in the race. So looks like we're gonna have another lap under safety car.
Yeah.
Surprisingly,
Safety
only 2
car.
people hit the pits. I think, yeah, it was Tito in the Aston Martin and Azure, who obviously, they're now at the back of the pack. I'm not sure if they had damage. I didn't see their pit stops, but they have both, I believe, gone on to the hards. Yes, they've both gone on to the hards.
So only them 2 and TC as well. who's
TC,
obviously
yeah, it's
started on the hards.
Only though, yeah, and TC obviously. This helps TC as long as he can keep his tire temps in a decent space. This helps TC because he's gonna have the freedom of choosing later on in the race whether he goes onto a medium or if he can maybe make it long enough to go onto a soft.
Do a 1 stop.
But it's just the
Well,
struggle
either way, a
of
1
the
stop,
hards. You know, starting on the hards and not losing positions. It's always a tough balancing act. But TC's obviously, he's done well, and off that chaos of a start, he's managed to, you know, keep his place.
Got to see how that works out. We've seen him pull some master class strategies in prior seasons.
Yeah, multiple
Trying
time
to think of-
winner. He was a season 1 champion. I mean, TC is still a dog out here.
See how close they get. Looking like Lewis Hamilton out there. He's pushing the safety cars. Tails is almost.
Oh no!
Oh, and what
TC!
happened there?
TC warming up
he's
the
off side of the
tires.
track.
TC warming up the tires spun. No. No. Oh, am I frozen? Oh no.
Man. Oh, and pulled a George Russell or a Roman Grosjean. Oh my goodness. And
Oh my god.
and it can't happen easily too, though. Oh yeah, I see it here. Oh,
Do you hear
man.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I think my shit's frozen. Or maybe not. Okay, we're good. That was so
Okay,
weird.
the safety car is about to come in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Tails
on
is
board with
not
Slippery
playing
here. Oh, he's gone now. He's gone now.
Oh, he's plays a little bit of possum and waits to a little bit late. He's got a good jump though on Slippery. Looks like
Yeah,
he's
he's
gonna
got
have
enough
a well defense.
Oh, Slippery goes a little bit deep. Maybe he hasn't warmed up those tires completely. His tails. Gets squirrely out of turn 2. Almost loses the car. These two already building up a gap to P3 and 4, and that's Wesley and APSR Drax. APSR Drax right on the back of Wesley.
Almost a second and a half already, or a second and a half. That quick. This guy's got a good jump. Yeah, nice little battle back there. As you see, Azure makes up a few places there in the back.
Yeah,
oh, and we missed that Canadian. Something must have happened to Canadian because Canadian dropped down.
We definitely missed something.
How has that happened?
I'm not sure. I just saw Thunder go around the outside of Big Tundi, though. A great overtake. I think Tundi might have just touched the wall. Yeah, and he's struggling with the rear end, it looks like. Struggling to keep it on track. And he's got the Alpine of Bio right behind him, too. He's got, this is a group of about 5 cars. Routine's going side by side.
Oh, here.
Routine just doesn't quite make the corner. And he's going to have to give that position back to Bio. Because obviously he went off track to gain the position.
Black? No, okay, Black Ball is not missing a wing. It almost looked like he was missing a wing there for a second.
Yeah, we've got some battles here as Gelfie is right on the back of Drax. Wesley's managed to get a little bit of a buffer. And here comes Wesley down the inside of Drax. I think he's going to get this done. As long as he gets the exit right, I think he's got that move sealed. It's a good move from Gelfie.
Does make it stick into turn 1 and 2. Yeah, excellent move. And he is running really good right now.
A little bit off track, and he's losing the car a little bit. This track is so difficult. Once you mess up one corner, it can mess you up for the next 3 or 4.
Yeah, it is
that right there with Thunder. But Thunder in a great position right now. P6 and obviously Bio continuing to just move up the driver's
ladder.
Now.
Yeah, he is climbing.
12 overtakes done in this race so far from him. I mean, he's on a mission.
Yeah, moving in a hurry to the front with the medium tires. Yeah, so Slippery's still a little bit off though, about half a second. So Tails is able to hold on to this. See what happens here with DRS. Oh, and the Canadian must have hit the wall there. It looks like Canadian.
Oh, we've got a Haas. We've got a Haas in the wall.
A Haas. Oh, and it's Drax and a bunch of cars barely miss him there.
Yeah.
But here comes more cars.
And Tundi's, I think Tundi's had an incident.
Yeah, Tundi could not miss it. And I think that's another safety car. Do I see out on the track?
Yeah, you do. No? It is out. There's no longer a Renault to get it mixed up with. That is the safety car, unfortunately.
There certainly is.
So we've got our second safety car of the evening.
Yeah.
And I mean,
in that corner, whew, that's such a high-speed corner you're coming in there.
Right there, though.
No, that's an interesting one.
Because we are on reduced safety car in this league, so
I don't know if it was taking too long to get back on track. Because I think Canadian spun and was in such a tight spot, and all them cars coming, he couldn't really turn around yet. But then some of them cars were trying to avoid. That's.
I mean,
such
Canadian
a bad.
Staying in the race though, not wanting to give up on the possibility of getting points.
Well, no, we've like you mentioned earlier. I mean, one corner we've seen 5 people go out. And,
yeah, it can be a marathon. I mean, this race is gonna be a marathon, really. Marathon to the finish.
Yeah, so that definitely helping these medium runners, these safety cars. So. The tires are probably going to be holding on a lot longer now. 2 safety cars already.
Yeah, and so we've got more pit stoppers. Obviously, everybody P9 and back has made a stop.
Yeah, normally the best time.
This year, how difficult this track can be.
Obviously, you can make up so much time pitting under safety car than under a green flag, but if it's tough sometimes though to pull the trigger if you give up track position.
The field was so close to each other, so I mean, we would have probably still lost out quite a bit on track position. So I can understand why a lot of these guys just choosing to stay out, choosing to ride out this wave because there's a good chance that more safety cars are to come. So.
Yeah, they normally breed more safety cars, make more safety cars. Bunch of the pack
Usually,
back.
yeah, that's definitely, yeah.
Yeah, like you mentioned before, the walls are everywhere here. There's not many places to go where there's not a wall right by you. Definitely a high-speed Monaco. I mean, it is a beautiful looking track. I will give it that. Under the lights.
Oh no, and I think the cars look really good under these lights as well. I think my biggest winners right now, and I hate to speak too soon, but I mean, it's got to be the Williams right now. The Williams P5, P7 right now. Black Balla and Thunder. I mean, having a good race right now. They just got to keep their nose clean throughout the rest of this.
They're sitting pretty right now, for
It's
sure.
easier said than done.
Exactly. Exactly. Seeing what happened to TC, how that hurts my heart, seeing that. And it's
Yeah.
easy to do. He was on hards. They were probably getting cold, and it was...
Oh, they were probably freezing by the end, by the time that he started to warm them up. And I mean, at the beginning of the race, when you have such high fuel, it's even harder to get them warmed up. It's even easier to go for a spin. So, yeah, no, it's understandable. I think TC's even talked about previously how hard it is not to spin while warming up your tires on this game. Maybe just foreshadowing his demise in this race.
Well, see, it looks like, I believe it's gonna come in this lap. I still see the lights on top of the safety car. Let's see here. And now Slippery already got at least one look at what Tails did last time. Is Tails gonna try to switch up his strategy this time? Not.
So yeah, we'll see how Tails goes for this lap, or goes for it this time around. Is he gonna wait longer? Is he gonna maybe try to pull the trigger earlier? We'll see. He's letting that safety car get well away.
It's tough sometimes when you have multiple ones in a row, and now you got the car behind there. Learn your tactics, but.
I think he's gonna go right here. No, doesn't fake out.
Bill weaving down the straight.
Slippery's so
Here,
close
now
to
he's
him.
gonna have to
Slippery's
go.
got a good jump
Yeah.
on him, but I think Tails has just done enough.
Yeah, I think he did too, but they already jumped out almost a second on the cars behind them though. But Slippery did a good job though.
Gelfie's just gone down the inside of Thunder at turn 1. That was a very good move. I didn't get to see the whole thing, only the finish of it, but I'm kind of struggling to keep it on track. Gotta keep these tires in the window. We know this year it's a lot more difficult keeping it in that 90 to 100 degree window if you're using Celsius. I don't even know what it is in Fahrenheit. That hammer's just or DNF'd or yes, but he's in the pit. Oh, okay.
In the pit. No, he's in turn 1.
No,
roughly.
he just came out the pits for sure.
Oh, okay.
I think he
oh, your car
DNF'd
always.
in the pits and then it made it like it just turned back out.
Yeah, your AI always wants to drive just a little bit further for you.
Yeah, why not? We cruise some miles.
What a big moment
Yeah,
for
Bio-
Kobe. He saved it.
Bio's gonna go around as well.
So loses 2 positions, but able to keep the car out the wall and
Bio's
still
right
going.
on
But
the
now he's
back
got
of Thunder. Doesn't
Oh,
go
and
for it
here comes-
there.
routine though on the inside, and he squeeses. Oh, they're 3 wide, 3
my
abreast
goodness.
here.
Oh
Here comes
my
Canadian.
goodness, yeah. They're almost 4 wide right here. This is a huge gaggle of cars. Both Alfa Romeos leading the way.
Can Canadian make 2 and 1 here? Is he gonna have enough room on the outside? Oh, he breaks late, gets in the back of routine just a tiny bit, but keeps it clean.
Ooh,
And they all stay good.
This is insanely tight from all these boys. The Alfa Romeo and the Mercedes getting together a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of wheel contact there between Tundy and here comes
McLaren.
Canadian. Sells the dummy, but they cannot make it stick though.
And I think the
Almost had a
Mercedes
switchback.
having to go off track a little bit. And this is
There's
insane
still
all
the
while
oh,
this
the
is
Mercedes
happening.
into the wall.
Oh.
I think
No, I
Tundy
think he's
got
okay.
into.
I think he's okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's definitely lost some wing. He's definitely lost an end plate
Loses
right
a-
there. And while all of that was happening, Slippery went down the inside of Tails for a moment, but Tails doing well to defend. I mean, this is absolute chaos right now with these guys. They're still fighting, 5 of them, 6 of them.
Yeah, racing up and down the grid here. Oh yeah, Slippery is right on the gearbox to them fast corners
wants to get back up to his teammates. He is right on the back. He's forcing mistakes out of routine. He might be able to get the under. No, he's gonna be covered off on the outside.
He's got a huge run
But
though.
we
Is he
know
gonna think about it?
Routine probably has much lower downforce right now than Canadian. Routine's probably one of the hardest people to pass on track right now.
You've seen that in the straight line there. He almost gained about 3 car lengths as soon as the straight line happened. Yeah, so routine.
And the DRS isn't on yet.
Yeah, no DRS. Canadian
Should
though,
be on this upcoming
still
lap.
fighting pretty hard here.
Yeah, I want to take a look at what are the ERS levels looking like? Because yeah, let's see. Canadian's down. He's really using a lot of his ERS, trying to get past. He's side by side right now with routine. I think he's gonna have it done.
Think he gonna make it stick. Does make it
Routine
stick.
trying to stay as close as he can. Maybe fight it back into this straight here, but no, it's probably not gonna happen. Canadian getting that move done, and also to mention routine and Azure, I would assume for speeding in the pits at some point, or maybe a contact during the safety car.
5-second penalties.
Yeah, they both have 5-second penalties. As Tunde also picks up the 3-second penalty, joining that group. But yeah, Slippery just keeping literally a 3/10 gap consistently as Tails touches the wall.
Yeah, Tails definitely smacked it that time. I didn't see any debris come on. Here comes the DRS. He's just hanging back. He obviously knows this is not the best place necessarily for an overtake unless you're way closer, but it's almost like he's conserving
this is a much
right
better
now.
spot right here, maybe, but he also could wait till the last corner.
Wow, he has not
We've seen
touched
some
the
DRS
DRS.
games. Yeah, where Tails really hasn't either. Tails still at about 85%.
Yeah, so
So
they're
really
both
both
sitting
of them-
really pretty.
Just doing this off pure pace.
That just shows, yeah, that is super talent.
Yeah, you
And
look at third place, man. Wesley, he's down to 44. Thunder's down to 30. Canadian's down to 40. Io is up at 85. Maybe taking some advice from his teammate Wesley.
Looks like
actually not.
Tails ran deep.
Wesley is not from Wesley because Wesley has like no ERS. But Bio doing a good job. He's at 90%.
Yeah, so there's
Thunder's
still all pretty
chilling
relatively.
out in P4.
Yeah, sitting really nice
The business.
right
There's
now.
quite a big gap now. He's kind of in no man's land from the front, from the man that's in front of him, Wesley Santana, and who is behind him. Canadian might be on the prowl here soon because he does look like he's starting to close in corner by corner as Thunder's just definitely made a mistake. That helps.
Once
That
again,
helps Canadian almost get into the DRS zone. He should be there, but I think Canadian's also. Yep, Canadian's just made a mistake, so maybe just losing a little bit of that
Just drop
timeout.
back. Tiny little bit. Oh, Slippery's super close this time. I think he. DRS comes in. Let's see. I don't know if he's gonna go for it this time. He looks like he's got a huge
He's gonna
run.
have the outside run though. It's gonna be tight. Tails defending as well as he can. Slippery's gonna try to keep it around the outside, but Tails gets a decent run out of the final corner, and he's gonna go into the pits.
What a Jukes at the last second to go into the pits. That
And
was
he
good
didn't
defense
want
there.
Slippery to be able to follow him at all. Wanted to get the undercut. We'll see how that turns out. That might have been a very smart move right there from Tails. We'll see where he comes out though. The field's still not that far apart. Gonna come out behind the Mercedes.
Bio tries to go around Thunder there. I don't think he, Gelfie and Bio there were pretty close. Oh no, it's
P5 now.
It's Gelfie and Bio. My apologies again. They were both side by side going.
Canadian got past Thunder already.
Okay,
That's what we did not know. So Canadian already back into P3.
Yeah. So what a shows a great drive there. He's on the hard tires, already up into P3. But
Tails
he was
has
gonna.
3 seconds. I didn't notice Tails has 3 seconds.
How did he pick? Oh, I wonder if he picked that up crossing the white line in the pit, because he definitely seemed like he crossed the double white line there. I don't know how you pick up.
No, I think wouldn't that give you 5?
You would think that's what I would think so too. It does normally give you 5, I would think.
Yeah,
But that's speeding in the pit. Oh, here comes Gelfi on bio this time. I think he is gonna make it fit around the final straight.
Yeah, but I was gonna get overtaken here from Gelfi, so this is gonna really just slow these guys down. They're still battling back here, and they're not really catching Thunder maybe as quickly as they could. And Slippery, yeah, is gonna try to cover off. Wait.
Yeah, Slippery's into the pits,
Okay,
and he throws on. I cannot see the tires. It is the hard set of tires. And they're all super close here. Jor goes around Bala into turn 1, so everybody's kind of gaggling back up in this little pack here.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of in terms of laps, it's kind of a shorter race. Obviously, it is kind of it's a longer lap time. I believe it's, I don't know what it is. I can take a look at what's the fastest lap so far. A 132.5.
120 something. Yeah, I was gonna say I think pole was
Tails.
127 roughly.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I was like, I thought you were talking about in the race. I was like, a 27. But
obviously not race pace and stuff. Yeah, obviously not race pace, but.
So, I mean, oh, Red Bull. I believe that was a Jor just scraped the wall right there. He's
still carrying a lot of speed here on bio. Rear wing is open. Tries to.
Bio may be struggling here because he's getting overtaken by the second car now. Does he have damage? Has something happened? Because it seems like he was on a charge and now it's just all kind of going downhill for him.
Yeah. Yeah, and his mediums are on lap 12, so.
Oh, we've seen Bio defend for laps and laps and laps.
Yeah, for
definitely
even the weight
not
damage.
The
So this is
person
interesting.
To get through, and
he is going to go to the pits.
Yeah. Jor's going to stay out, and also Thunder is into the pits now.
So Canadian takes the lead. Gelfi second for the time being. Azure third at the moment. And Azure's actually closed up on Gelfi slowly and surely. He's closed up.
Just it keeps improving lap after lap. I'm seeing his lines just get tighter and tighter as we go through the Grand Prix. He goes a little bit wide there, but I mean he's definitely out there pushing right now, and you can see he's kind of all over the place
he goes
now.
Wide again.
He needs to not overdrive the car. It's a bad habit that I have. When I start to push, you shouldn't be pushing on the throttle. You should be pushing in the braking zones.
You ain't the only one. Oh, we do have a yellow flag. I can't see what. Oh, it's Tails. Tails is spinning. What happened there? Tails has just got into contact with Bala, and is that Wexley too?
He's lost his wing.
Oh man, I seen him have to spin around, and now Tito's right on the rear wing of his.
Yeah, he's
obviously gonna have to come in.
These positions, he's absolutely got 0 wing right now.
All I could see was a yellow flag and 3 cars there, but Slippery picks up a 3-second penalty coming out not out the pits, but on his out lap on the hard. So obviously the hard tires trying to get cool, not having the grip that he would like.
Open up the podium battle for sure. As Gelfi's now heading into the pits, we'll see where he comes out.
Oh, and Tundy's out. Big Tundy is out of the race.
Another safety car.
Yeah, he's right in that little fast right left.
This
he's
could
in the
save
very corner.
Tails. This could save Tails.
It literally could right here. Wow, what Lewis Hamilton timing.
And he's already in it. I mean, he was already going into the pits, but he is into the pits now. So I mean, this could end up being interesting. I don't think any of these boys are that are in the front. I don't think any of them are gonna end up pitting. Obviously, Canadian might, and Azure probably should. 13 lap old hards, 10 lap old hards, but it's kind of tough. We're on lap 15. Well, no, I think it's kind of they need to go ahead and they should go ahead and pit, even though they might lose some track position. Actually, no, they've got a 20-second gap. They should both pit, like no question.
I was gonna say I think they do have the gap, but
Canadian,
yeah. So Tails, look at that. He's on a fresh set of softs now and a brand new wing.
It will definitely come out, I believe, still in first. Azure should also still come out in second, and if he doesn't, he'll come out right behind Wesley. Surely he'll either put on mediums or.
Yeah, so this shaking things up quite a bit. Oh, and a drive-through penalty for Bala. Oh,
With speeding under
the
safety car.
Delta. The Delta sometimes can be a hassle, but
I'm surprised they're still under a Delta, to be honest. That's just
I,
unfortunate.
yeah, that. But yeah,
So we're
this
down
is
to 12 runners.
shaking it up quite a bit though, because
I mean, Thunder
That's-
just pitted, so he's in a he's in a decent spot. What's surprising though is that Gelfie just came out of the pits and he put on hards, which is kind of a questionable decision. And I think a couple of those pitters actually ended up putting on hards, which I wouldn't have done. And also, it looks like Canadian's not pitting.
the Canadian's gonna try to ride it out, and that's
He's-
interesting because he does have a 20. Well, no, because they just came into
Well,
the
it's going to
pits.
be a
Wesley,
safety
so-
car. I mean, they're all going to be packed up, and behind him is Wesley, who's on
Yeah,
essentially compared to his brand new hards.
yeah, exactly.
And I mean, he would have
Huh,
kept
that is-
track position. I don't know why he didn't decide that. And I mean, yeah, his teammates only 4 positions behind him, and we know what Slippery can do. I mean, he's going to be on some fresh softs compared to other people on a slower compound. I mean, he is going to be on Demon Time.
Oh, and maybe a few other guys did not like that either, because Thunder and Bio both came in and just threw on soft tires
There you go.
as well. So that bumps Slippery back up into 5th place, starting on soft tires as well, with nothing but harder compound tires in front of him, and you know he is gonna be hungry and ready to eat.
There's a lot. I mean, we've got 5 soft runners now on the field. Fresh soft runners and 2 medium runners, 2 fresh mediums. The rest are on relatively fresh hards. Right now, our leader of the race is on the I mean, he's on the hardest set of tires, and he's also on
The oldest set.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. I can't see this restart going well. I mean, even if Canadian was, say, seconds faster than these guys, they're still probably gonna be able to keep up just because of the tire difference. But hey, that's what the race is
I mean,
for.
we have seen a couple. I mean, at least 2 safety cars he's had these hards on, but still, though, I agree with you, though. It's gonna be a tall ask, though, to keep a lot of these guys behind him.
What's going on
Oh,
there?
what is happening there?
Yeah,
Okay, maybe that was
Slippery is back
in the.
pit.
So that's. And throws on. Okay, we gotta be. Something's glitching up here. Because he does not have on 2 lap old hards. I don't know why that would happen.
No, yeah, I mean that would have meant that he put back on.
Had a prior used hards, but
I am confused.
yeah, because there's only gonna be roughly, like, I mean, what,
It's about
7
7
laps?
laps of racing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with the soft tires, will definitely should go that. I would imagine, even at full
Soft
push,
tires
it should be able to
should make that. I mean, it's like I said, it's a 1 minute 35
relatively
-ish.
short.
So it's not as short. It's not necessarily compared to other tracks at least. It's not the shortest laps. Comparable to a Spa. Shorter.
True,
than
it is.
Spa
I guess it
still,
is
but
only 10 seconds off of Spa,
Yeah,
technically.
so-
So yeah.
It's not too far off that, but soft should. I mean, in this game, to be fair, which you like, I mean, we do 5 lappers around Spa all the time, and I'll look down after 3 or 4 laps, and I'm already at 25%. So, who knows? Maybe it's really not viable, but surely the mediums were viable. But these guys did
And yeah,
start
he's
on the
already
mediums, so maybe I don't know. I'm a little bit confused by the decisions.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
don't know what
surely we'll find out.
tire allocation was if he had another set of mediums. I imagine so, but let's see. Is it going to be in this lap? I have not seen it yet, and
Surely.
it would be very
Ooh.
late if
Oh,
it does
boy.
call it now. and it can do that. I've seen it do that very late. But Michael Massey is not the director anymore, so it is.
Oh, it's
and it is going to come in this lap. Wow, Mafia. So Canadian is not really going to have a chance to play many games here. He's just going to have to wait.
Have to go, and their tires are probably going to be so cold as well, thinking that lap wasn't going to start there. Wesley's got a good jump on Canadian. Might have a look. Doesn't quite just contact. Azur's gone into the back, I believe, of Wesley.
And is that what caused the spin? I did not see that.
I was actually on board with Wesley, and he definitely received contact from the back, and I believe it was Azur.
Oh, and he falls all the way to the back of the grid here as Azur takes up over to P2. Canadian P1, Bio back up into P3, and now Gelfie falls back just a tiny bit as the front three are still relatively close.
Yeah, Slippery already back.
But here comes Tails. Tails already got around Slippery, or well, no, never mind. Slippery went into the pits again. That's right. Oh yeah,
what are the penalties? Yeah, they obviously Bio, Tails, Slippery, and Routine all have 3 seconds. Black Vala obviously does need to serve that drive through.
Tails trying to dip down, but
and he's gonna have no issue.
Make it.
Canadian's gonna try to follow him.
Slippery makes it through the inside and makes it stick before the braking zone. Wow, carrying so much more speed right now.
He has to follow Tails. That's his main championship rival. Whatever Tails does, he's going to have to do the same at the very least.
Oh, here comes Azur down the outside. Canadian tries to block him down, parks it on the apex.
Who's going to get the toe here? Somebody's going to... Yeah, Canadian.
Oh, Bio's got a huge run.
Canadian's a sitting duck right now. Tails has a run on Bio as well. He might be able to get this done.
Wow, look at all these cars in a turn 1, 4 or 5 cars within.
And I think Slippery
one of the McLarens is a little slow there.
Yeah, I think it's Canadian. I'm not sure what happened to Canadian, but Canadian's just falling down the order now.
Yeah, the hard tires, 14-lap old tires now just starting to struggle just a tiny bit. And so, and Bio runs a little bit wide. Tails is so close
right
on the
on him.
gearbox.
Oh my goodness, Tails is just getting... He's going to have to go around the outside the long way. Fast left-hander.
He's trying to carry the momentum here.
And he might have the slingshot from the wall, but no. Bio's going to keep the position for now.
Great defense there by Bio, able to hold him off there. And they are so close to that wall, just credit card in, less than a credit card away. Here comes Tails again, thinks about it. Bio still defending. Wow, they are so close. Tails cannot make it stick there. There's no room. Oh, and did Slippery get in the back of Tails there potentially? I could not.
Oh, I think they're okay. I don't think there's any contact there. But either way, these front four are battling it out in the final 6 laps. And here's Tails trying to go around the outside. Oh! Doesn't make contact with the wall. I thought he might have, but he's actually going to get the run out of the final turn, and maybe even have a run on Azur. Oh no, they're still side by side. Bio's going to have the inside.
Great defense there, and
they just made contact.
Yeah, they did make contact. They're almost 3 abreast there. No, Slippery.
No!
Oh, what just happened there? Tails into the wall. Tails out the race. Wow, they just have a crazy
there? And there's another safety car. What just happened there? I was on board with them, but the camera switched, and I just saw him come around and smack the wall.
Me too. Oh my goodness. I'm watching the stream here now. Let's see. Wow, I can't tell if there was I don't think there was contact, honestly. I think that, and if it was, I think it might have been net code kind of, because it looked
so fast though.
He was moving almost out of. It was a weird way to hit
his right.
I'm trying to
right. And I don't know. I don't think Slippery might have caught him, but if not, because it's weird that he would have got like a snap of oversteer there. At least
that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if it could have been an overcorrection there though, because that would be a weird spot to overcorrect that kind of high. I don't know, but it could have happened. We'll look to see if we get word from Tails on that at some point. But that has just throwing another wrench into things here once again, though.
I mean, you can predict nothing. So that's basically what I've gotten from this.
Walker.
I mean, Azure, he's sitting very pretty right now. No penalties at the moment. On a good set of medium tires still. All he's got to do, I mean, if he can keep them behind as long as he can, but even if not, as long as he can stick with Bio or Slippery, if they do get past him, he can still come away with the win here. And he's got a little bit of a buffer to Thunder, who also has no penalties. So we'll see what happens here in these final few laps.
Right. Both guys have penalties behind him, and it looks like, yeah, Drax it's gonna be at least a couple, maybe another. I know it's a minimum of 2 laps for the safety car, but
I think still, yeah. As long as if that carried over.
Okay.
Was last year.
Yeah, so it could be maybe 3 to 4 laps going green. So yeah, this is gonna be a good one going down to the wire here. I think we could potentially see penalties come in to play, we're definitely going to see penalties come into play for sure, but could affect who's standing on the top step of the podium. Oh
no, it'll definitely affect that for sure. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Will we see a Red Bull on the top step? Will we see a McLaren? Will we see an Alpine? I mean, will we see a Williams? Who knows? These last few laps could definitely provide some interesting racing. I'm just hoping that this is the final lap that we have behind the safety car. At least give us 4 laps and then 2 under DRS.
Yeah, Canadian stayed out again there. I obviously didn't want to lose, I guess, track position, but for how much track position he did lose off that last restart, I don't know.
I almost thought with how he was going down the grid that he had like a puncture or something. But
yeah,
it was just so odd because he was just flying down the grid. He was going so slow, it seemed. Probably just had no traction on that restart. Maybe some ice-cooled tires. And it looks like we're going to get another lap. No.
Come on, Michael. We only need a couple of racing laps. Come on now.
Oh, Mikey, no.
Yeah, so, wow, yeah, we could see some new faces up there towards the top that we're not expecting.
I just feel for Tails. He was making such a good run up the grid, and we have really no clue what just happened to him. Whether
no, that was some great racing going on there,
or a little bit of a pit maneuver maybe from someone behind him. We're just not sure, but unfortunate. We've had a lot of unfortunate DNFs, obviously. Down to 11 runners on what is considered the most dangerous track in the world. I mean, maybe okay. That
I was gonna say this is
Slifer, but the most dangerous F1 track in the world.
I would agree with you on that. It's pretty especially when you see the first year when the cars what was that, Mazepin wrecked into the back of I can't even remember, George or somebody coming around that corner high speed.
How scary Mick Schumacher's crash was.
Or that, exactly.
I mean, and even I mentioned it earlier because how David went out, it looked like probably what happened to Checo in Saudi Arabia this year, where it was during the restart and he thought he was good, except he was coming around that left wall and he was kind of starting to squeeze onto the wall, but Leclerc was just on his back tire and boom. Just is like all of a sudden he's facing the wall and sliding at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And you're just hoping, praying someone doesn't like T-bone you.
Yeah, exactly. No,
because if that happens, it's
obviously
like,
the most vulnerable part of the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2 rocket ships, one's piercing the other one. It's not going to end well.
No,
but
exactly.
I think we're definitely going to go back to green.
Yeah, and they get a
racing here.
much bigger warning this time. But
yeah, I'm going to stay on board with Bio. Because I think Bio's going to be trying to get past Azure as soon as possible. And maybe try to get this 3. Whoa!
What just happened there? Bio's into the wall, loses the wing. Oh, Slippery gets a. Slippery
Yeah,
must
there
have
was
gotten to the back
contact.
of him.
There was contact for sure.
Oh,
It looked
man,
like a little bit of stopping.
Oh, and there's
starting.
more contact. Slippery's around and gets into. I think everybody else avoided him for the most part, but yeah, Slippery's gonna drop down the order there. Yeah, that was such a weird one. So Bio now is missing his whole front wing. He's gonna be defending like a lion as much as he can without it because you cannot come in and pit at this point.
I mean, is he missing his wing? Did he hit the wall?
Oh yeah, no, he's missing the whole front wing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Completely.
He's
under a lot of pressure. Three
Healthy
cars
as
are trying to
well.
make the move.
Thunder's not
Oh,
trying
here
to give
comes
this up.
Williams.
Thunder around the outside, trying to get both of them, but he's got to be careful that he doesn't get squeezed into the wall here. Because Bio obviously having no wing, he's going to be a rocket ship.
Contact behind him! Round goes Gelfie!
Gelfie is out of the race.
Yeah, Canadian him got together there and Gelfie collected the wall. Wow. Thunder does make the move on Bio though. Bio trying to fight back down to the inside. Contact! They touch, but Thunder does keep the position though.
Yeah, just barely though, because he had to go over that curve.
Oh wow, look at how close this is. Is that Routine trying to go back around? Look at this, Routine has a huge run here. He's trying to make 3 passes in one stretch.
Routine trying to go around the outside here of Thunder. And we know how much straight line speed Routine is going to have. He might be able to get this done into this corner.
Yeah, he's going to dip down to the inside here.
Well, he might have broke a little bit late. He does get it done, though. Thunder's going to fall back into P3. And Azure is loving this right now. Cruising 5-second gap out ahead with 1.5 laps to go.
Yeah, this is great racing right here. Like we mentioned earlier, Routine normally does not have much of a high downforce setup. Actually, the complete opposite. And he was a rocket ship down that straightaway. I swear he was almost almost 1.4 back, it seemed like. But then out of nowhere, he just came flying up on them guys there. That was kind of a phenomenal move to make it stick, but...
Yeah, and all of that shit talking we've been doing about Routine setups, it's benefiting him right now. He's made it through all of the carnage in this race, and he's just got to keep it on track for a lap and a half, and he's got a P2 here. Well, actually, no, because of the penalties. What penalties? Oh, he's got 8 seconds. How does he have 8 seconds?
No, Routine. So I did see the penalty up, but I did not see 8 seconds. He's going to lose
a lot of positions.
He is already... Yeah, he's going to drop down quite significantly.
Oh, what's happened here? Slippery is somehow making a comeback.
Yeah, he makes the move on Thunder. They're starting the final lap now. DRS is going to be enabled, but...
Slippery also having 8 seconds as well, though.
Yeah, we've seen the contact
there. I just think
that
during that safety car restart, Azure kind of did a stop and start type of motion, and Bio reacted a little bit heavily to that stop, broke, and then Slippery went into the back of Azure, probably thinking that the restart had begun.
Yeah, you're supposed to obviously keep a maintained speed, but
because I don't think Slippery actually got damage. I think that mainly, I mean, he got the 5 second, but I don't.
And there's a big wreck here. There's 4 cars out almost. Drax, Bala, somebody else, Tito. Or 3 cars out.
Yes, we're down to 8 racers. So yeah, that was 2 or 3 DNFs right there.
This is obviously not.
Yeah, there's been a lot of races. It's been a lot of wrecks in this race.
This is obviously not usual, uncharacteristic for a lot of these guys.
Oh, it's very characteristic for Saudi Arabia.
Jeddah, for Jeddah, exactly. Yeah.
But look at this, Slippery Cucumber's already going to make the move.
Yeah, he just slides
Routine.
right in between.
And I mean, Routine is... I mean, this is the last lap, so this is it.
Yeah, Azure's about to cross the line.
Who's on the podium, I believe. Win. Obviously, it's going to be Azure and Thunder. But who will join them?
Yeah, so Azure taking his first win of the season in the Red Bull, and Thunder taking the podium.
Slippery
and it is Slippery.
Cucumber does finish on the podium still, finishes P3, routine in P4, P5 was bio. I didn't get to see who else finished out the other three
Wesley P6, Tito P7, Canadian P8 is the last runner.
Yeah, I think we're
So
gonna
yeah,
be
only 8
seeing
finishers.
some Stewart's reports, that's for sure. I mean, that was an insane race. That was, I mean, I can't even.
Yeah, that was.
I can't even.
There was a
There's
lot of
to go off in
commotion
that race.
on that one. There was quite a bit that happened there.
Yeah, and I
But
mean,
you're back on this top step of the podium, just able
how
to stay
that
clean
happened,
and
I
stay
do
out
not
there.
know. He just kept it clean. Yeah, and I mean, when that last restart happened, he just cruised. He just cruised away. Everybody else was battling, and I mean, he just had kept his nerve and just drove away with it. I mean, a great way to get your first win of the season and get yourself onto the point scores. Also, Thunder with a P2. I mean, how about that?
I know. Very happy to see that.
But yeah,
What a phenomenal race.
And also, yeah, Tails ended up finishing with the fastest lap. Obviously, won't get a point for that since he DNF'd and finished outside of the points. But
Yes,
I mean, unfortunately, this week we're not gonna have any post-race interviews just because I need to explain to these boys how to work Discord. But next week we'll definitely return with the post-race interviews of the top 3. But until then, we appreciate you guys for watching. That was an absolutely insane race. Celestial, obviously, thank you for joining, as always, my partner in crime. We'll see you guys next week. What's next week? Is it Imola? I think it's Imola.
I believe it is Imola or Miami. One of the
It's
two.
either, yeah, you're right. It's either Imola or Miami, but we will see you guys at the same time, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard.